Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her!
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
It was just called Diver's Island because he was into diving. So he was famous for writing things?
Come on, mister. I'll take
Shut
you to Rose's trailer.
Up! Was it at the lodge? I looked at a book in the lodge that did have a name you could read. Was that written by him? I haven't really noticed any other books that, like, specifically tell me who wrote it, except for, like, Alan Wake books.
Just follow me. It's not far.
Up! I wanted to explore. Also, there was something I was going to say during the last bit of cutscene, but I completely forgot what it was, because, you know, things are happening, people are talking, I'm looking for thermoses. Barry's here with me. Finding nothing. God, it's almost like collectibles sometimes just ruin the pace of scenes. It's not my fault. It's the collectibles' fault. You can't blame me. The game did this to me.
I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
I'm gonna just take more time because of you. I'm gonna look around more. I'm gonna take a double look around. I'm going.
Oh, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
I don't think he's repeated his lines yet. Which kind of almost makes me want to just keep going. Can you imagine? You got called to help someone out, and you just see them running back and forth like this. Okay, let's continue. What's with the boat? And you got like a bum leg, too. Oh, there's what I was looking for, a collectible.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
I mean, the question still would be where it actually came from. If you don't have any tornadoes that came through. Maybe it was, because it seemed like there was a full-on, like, tornado that came through when we were at the park. That wasn't just the ghouls. That was, like, absolutely something more extreme. Why are these here? Just looking around. It's an interesting way to block a path, I'll tell you that for free. I can't jump. I want to jump on people's tables. This poor man, he just wants to go home. So what time of day is it? I was saying, like, probably don't want to come anywhere, like, in the afternoon to anywhere. I wouldn't.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
What was with the, like, calling her a bag lady? Because I got really confused. I was like, it's not, she's not holding a bag, is she? Was she? Was she talking about a bag? What are you doing over here? What were you hiding? Drugs? We're not feds. It's okay. You can give me the drugs. It might help me write. I heard it helped Stephen King. Well, you can see inside that building. Wagon. Why was this boat here? I mean, I guess it's interesting, right? It's like, oh, mysterious happenings in a small town. There's a boat in the trailer park. But it seems like a weird block path. Except for when we have to run into combat. This poor man.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Oh, she called us. Like, why do we have to be weird about it? Like, that sounded suspicious, Barry. Why you make it sound suspicious? Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in the back so she... Oh, I reached a checkpoint. I wonder if I had to do this. I don't like that I reached a checkpoint. We might have to sneak through the back. But, like, yeah, she called us. You could have said anything. Except for the we just want to talk to her, pal thing. That was a weird knock. Go.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
I hope it's not drugged.
Rose,
Yes.
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al?
Oh, she did actually drug us. I guess I should have expected it. I hope we're not gonna be drugged until nighttime.
What?
coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on.
Gotta turn off the dark.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jacker. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close.
Turning into...
I can feel it.
At what point was the turning point? This kind of feels like a turning point right here. What is he like? Look at that sweater he's wearing in the oval picture. I can like kind of read things, but not enough to like get any meaning out of them. You would think there would be more books by Alan Wake. I guess they all are okay. They all have just the same spine. Never mind. They have different titles. It's hard to tell when his name is so front and center. Also, I hardly ever see books have the same spine like that. But whatever. I don't read anymore. They're pretty big books. You shouldn't feel too bad about having writer's block, Alan. Is that... What is up with, like, that? It's like one of the titles is just, like, completely off. It almost looks like a license plate being split. There's two of them. It's Focus. It says Focus, I think. It's weird. I mean, that's kind of a cool gimmick for books if that's what they wanted to go for. Oh, okay, I know there's a thermos in here somewhere. Barry, are you dead?
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Kind of surprised she's here. Cooking with corn.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
You don't want to, like, shine a flashlight on her for a bit? I like this little cubby here. It's cute. It's quaint. I have that same coffee maker. Am I gonna say that every time I see a coffee maker? Maybe.
He was way too heavy to carry.
Great.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
He is pretty handsome. Well, that boat did seem very much like a...
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Okay, so we don't have anything then? Randolph
liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Did he at least try to talk to her afterwards? I mean, you can look through the window. Like, oh, come on, dude. Like, obviously, yeah, sure, call the cops. But, like, actively, you would walk in here to go knock on the door. Unless, I don't think she had her... She could have eventually had her shades down. But then, like, you know, the fact that they're open right now would imply otherwise. You would see Barry fucking dead. And then, like, maybe then you'd be like, uh-oh. There might be some issues. We don't have flares at all. Who put this radio here?
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
The ghouls.
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
It is something. Like, the only thing I can do is dodge if I need to. I didn't realize this was a cute little hot dog stand. What a lovely little park. Got a boat and everything. Again, that car? That looks drivable. I mean, manuscript pages probably could spawn in, but I don't know if I would need to look around for them or not. Actually kind of cozy here at night. For some reason, the fact that they actually said he's probably a ghoul. The fact that they said I don't have any weapons kind of made me feel a little bit better, which is a little weird. Just like, I don't know, it's like knowing that, oh, okay, I won't have to really worry about whether or not I use things. I don't see anything. I could still be missing it, but whatever.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Oh, the police are just here.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI. Get him up, Hemingway. You're under arrest.
Good thing I didn't have a gun.
Muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face. Stay right where you are, Spillane.
Really started shooting quick, didn't they? It's also like an innocent citizen.
What
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac.
Yeah. Also, like, go...
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
I guess that's fair. Okay, never mind. Running from the law, getting stuck on a tree. Because I was gonna say, why not just go with them? Barry's drugged. I'm sure you could probably, like... You could have had proof that you were drugged. I think it would still be in your system, right? But yeah, okay. The appointment makes sense. Fair enough. God, so many guys showed up. I mean, it's gonna be hard to explore when I'm being shot at. Thank you. Yeah. Been shot in the back.
Oh, damn.
Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. I guess is there anywhere safe I could hide? I guess I probably could be more careful with the rocks. They lose me real quick for people with like perfect shots fired. They haven't missed yet. See, this is cool because it's a subversion of what we've learned so far. Now I need to run from the light. I'm not being facetious. I think it's kind of neat. The darkness is kind of my friend at the moment. Although I do think they were extremely quick to start shooting.
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
He's escaped, guys.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
I need to kind of reread that for a minute. It dreamed of its night of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. The old guys said they were like rock stars, right? So was I'm really bad with names. Thomas, the one that actually wrote things, the poet then? So the poet's writing called it from the depths. Huh. It almost... Did I do that? That tree went nuts.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
So last time with episode 2, I think... Well, that's a lot of these, though. I guess this could be, like, for a next chapter thing. I could be wrong about how this is set up. I feel like the ones along this list are ones that you should be just finding on the normal path. And the ones that, like, skip ahead are, like, the more hidden collectibles. Like, I went down this bonus path. If I had to guess, we have this whole police chase part that maybe, like, ends at where the nightmare difficulty one is. So there would be 3 secret letters, and then we, like, transition to a new area. Well, there's also a missing page that's not nightmare, but, I mean, that's all I was thinking, because I did mention that I think the missing page that I missed was on the road when we had the car, just because of its placement. I think all 3 of these were, like, a off the beaten path kind of thing. But I guess this could have been an early... Whatever. There's no reason for me to try to think about this. That's stupid. I missed it. I gotta move past it. Is there a gun in the police car?
Can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over. I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my method, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over. You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
Yeah, he seems a bit bad. Maybe if he liked coffee. Awfully weird checkpoint moment. I might have missed more of the radio. Like, obviously there was something more on the radio. But maybe I should have, stuck around. Okay.
Search the area. Stay sharp.
The darkness is coming.
This way. Over here.
Oh no, no! Get back up, Alan! I was just trying to look
This
over...
horror was everywhere I went, circling me.
Circling what, Alan? What was that, Alan? I didn't want to fall. I was kind of trying to, like, keep moving, but keep an eye out.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here. Hey, who's there?
Yeah, you can't really see anything that's happening down there. Are we gonna have to just fight like a giant tornado?
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Aren't they one and the same, Alan? I don't know why I'm being mean to writers. I like works written by people. I just thought it was funny to say. But it wasn't. It was mean, and I shouldn't be mean.
Sheriff Breaker, this is Agent Nightingale. I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
I like my tweed jacket.
Chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Like, actively. I know, like, you wouldn't believe shadow people happen, but if you saw this up here, messed up the way it is, would you really think this chump did it? Nightingale's wacky. He needs to take a chill pill. You can tell he's evil because he has the name Night also. That's where the darkness is. And we're all about that light. That's why we're Alan Wake. We wake up when it's light out. It's a darkness helicopter. Wow, I'm kind of surprised those crows were enough to mess up a helicopter. That's like a fire watch tower? Is it trying to say anything, or is it just don't fall? Drop hazard. Yeah, I know about a drop hazard. I fell off in a part of a chapter that I really shouldn't have. That damn Alan Wake must have taken down that helicopter. Way out, which means up is bonus, hopefully. If not, I'm upset.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
This whole situation feels weird. Let me, I was gonna say check the binocs. Oh, there's a couple binocs. Multiple binocs to check. Don't. Was that the gas station I was at? I like when you see places you've been to before. That's pretty cool. I wonder if we could have seen the fire tower here from the gas station. Yep, I wanted to jump. Is that the gas station?
Radio station in the distance.
Nope. It's a radio station. I wish I had the map from, you know, around. I think, like, obviously the map looked like it was a pretty large location. I don't know, that's probably just a radio station, but I don't know if that's close to where we were, like, following to get to Lover's Peak. Well, I guess we're heading to the radio station.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
The good thing... Oh. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say conveniently there was a light up top, but not what I expected to find. I was just gonna like say it's goofy that they just had a flashlight up here. I'm gonna have to put a generator on. All right, we're gonna like get some gimmicks with some spotlights. Take that, gate. I don't think there's any reason for me not to boost it. But like I can explode it immediately afterwards. The gate. What was with that slow motion? Oh, never mind. Here's that flashlight that was conveniently placed here. We're back, baby. Oh, nice bonus. That's what I wanted to pretend was there, but it was nothing. I like that the gate growled at me.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Wonder if the flashbangs will actively kill the shadows or if they are just going to distract them long enough for me to escape. They kill him. Oh! Cinematic dodge. You know, I realized in hindsight I never actually threw that flash grenade that I thought I threw. I was wondering, why is it not banging? Why is it not going flashbang?
Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please.
A little upsetting. I like how it's like a baby throw. No real commitment, just kind of toss it out there. And as soon as I get to this, I should be fine. Seems like this is always a checkpoint.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Big ruckus. Caused by FBI man. I just want the note, man. I don't want no trouble.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
We'll let you live. I don't want to waste a flashbang on you. So I don't really know where I'm going. Might have lost the path a little bit. It's okay, I found the path. I found a path. It was bonus. But, okay, well. Now I'm safe. Now I have a flare gun. Don't necessarily want to use it. And that counts as a checkpoint. So despite being probably the wrong way to go, I did find something. I'm great at dodging. I'm definitely going in a generally right direction. I'm going in a generally a direction. I think that's back to the stupid cave I was in. I think it is this way. I probably should have just stayed on what seemed like a path. Oh. Okay, we did go in the right direction eventually. What up? Okay, I'm gonna just keep going. Good chance there was stuff in the woods. I really feel like I missed a lot of manuscripts. We'll worry about that when we worry about it.